Ever wondered why calm people always seem to stay in control, even when everything around them is falling apart? The truth is simple but powerful. They don't react, they respond. Lesson 1. Don't react. Respond. Every day, life puts us in situations where someone says something wrong, hurts our ego, makes us angry, or circumstances suddenly feel out of our control. In these moments, most people react immediately. A reaction is an unfiltered response, shouting in anger, using harsh words, or making a decision that later turns into regret. This is why restless and unstable people keep repeating the same mistakes again and again. Reaction always comes from emotion, not logic. When someone insults us, our ego gets hurt and we feel the urge to respond instantly. At that moment, feelings take control instead of the mind. What started as a small issue turns into a big conflict. Later, we think, I wish I had stayed quiet, or I should have thought before speaking. Calm people do the opposite. They respond. To respond means to pause, understand the situation, and then take thoughtful action. They don't rush to reply. They observe first. They ask themselves, is it really necessary to speak right now? What will be the long-term impact? Is this my emotion talking or my intelligence? When you respond, your words carry clarity, not anger. There is awareness instead of rage. A calm person knows that not everything needs an immediate reply. Sometimes, silence itself becomes the most powerful response. Imagine someone taking credit for your hard work at the workplace. A reaction would be to fight openly in anger. But a calm response means collecting facts, choosing the right moment, and speaking calmly with the manager. The result? Respect stays intact and the problem gets solved. Reaction gives short-term satisfaction, but causes long-term damage. Response may feel uncomfortable at first, but it gives long-term peace. This is the difference between an emotional person and a mature one. Calm people are not weak. They simply don't waste their energy. They know that not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes walking away is the real victory. When you learn to respond, others can no longer control you, because control now lies within you. To build this habit, follow one simple rule. Pause before you speak. Just wait for 5 to 10 seconds. That small pause can change your entire life. This pause is the line between reaction and response. With practice, you'll notice your stress reducing, relationships improving, and self-respect growing, because now you're no longer a slave to situations, but a conscious decision maker. Remember, reaction makes you weak. Response makes you powerful. When you learn to control yourself, the world slowly comes under your control. Lesson 2. Save your energy. We often believe we get tired because of too much work. But the truth is, most of our energy is drained not by work, but by emotions. Anger, unnecessary arguments, anxiety over small things, and constant overthinking silently consume our mental and physical energy. That's why, even after doing very little work, we sometimes feel exhausted. The reason is not physical, it's mental. When we get angry, it's not just our mood that suffers. Our body enters alert mode. Heartbeat increases, the mind becomes restless, and the entire system goes into unnecessary stress. This process consumes massive energy. Arguments work the same way. In trying to win or defeat someone, we lose both our peace and strength. Calm people understand this deeply. They know that not everything deserves their reaction. That's why they ask themselves, is this really worth my energy? If the answer is no, they let it go. This is not weakness, it's intelligence. Energy is a limited resource. Every morning, we wake up with a fixed amount of mental and physical energy. If we waste it early in negativity, complaints, and arguments, there will be nothing left for meaningful work. Calm people protect their energy like a valuable currency. They focus more on winning their goals than winning arguments. Improving themselves matters more than proving others wrong. That's why they stay away from drama, maintain distance from toxic people, and avoid unnecessary discussions. Anxiety is one of the biggest energy thieves. Constantly worrying about the future, what if this happens, drains the mind. Calm people stay anchored in the present moment. They know worry doesn't solve problems. It only drains energy. When you save your energy, you can invest it wisely in your skills, your health, and your dreams. Slowly, this saved energy turns into discipline, focus, and consistency. You may notice that successful people don't make much noise. They work quietly because they know noise drains energy, while silence restores it. Anger burns energy. Calmness preserves it. And the one who saves energy reaches their goals faster than anyone else. Lesson 3. The power of silence. We often think power lies in words, speaking loudly, arguing strongly, or winning debates. But in real life, silence is often far more powerful than words. Silence is a weapon you can't see, but its impact runs deep. Calm people understand this, so they don't feel the need to speak all the time. When someone keeps talking continuously, during a discussion, they reveal everything. But the person who knows when to stay silent creates invisible pressure. Silence raises questions in the other person's mind. Why isn't he speaking? Does he know something? Did I say something wrong? The human mind struggles with silence. When it doesn't get answers, it starts filling the gaps itself. Out of discomfort, people begin to talk more than necessary. And that's when their real intentions, weaknesses, or truths come out. Silence doesn't mean fear. It means self-control. The one who controls himself can control the situation. Constant talking often signals insecurity. Being comfortable in silence reflects inner strength. Calm people know they don't need to answer every question or defend against every accusation. Sometimes, letting the other person speak is the smartest strategy. In interviews, negotiations, or serious conversations, the one who speaks less often carries more authority. Silence creates mystery, and mystery is powerful. When you speak less and listen more, you understand others better, their body language, fears, and confusion. Words create arguments. Silence reveals truth. Sometimes, the loudest message is delivered without a single word. Lesson 4. Trust in chaos. Life is not always calm. Problems arise suddenly. Plans fail. Situations spiral into chaos. In such moments, most people panic. Some blame others, some freeze, and some make impulsive decisions out of fear. But in every crowd, one person stands out, the one who remains calm. When everyone is anxious, people instinctively look toward the one who appears stable. In chaos, the mind seeks safety, and calm behavior sends a powerful signal. This is not the end. We can handle this. That's why in crises, calm thinkers naturally become leaders. They don't need titles or authority. Their self-control becomes their power. When emotions run high, calm people stay grounded. Their minds operate in solution mode, not panic mode. They speak less, but when they do, their words are clear and confident. That confidence spreads. Leadership isn't about giving orders. It's about maintaining hope. In darkness, the calm person becomes a small lamp that shows direction. In chaos, confidence is contagious. When everything is out of control, controlling yourself becomes the greatest strength. Lesson 5. Clarity of mind. Life often surrounds us with noise, deadlines, responsibilities, social pressure, and unexpected problems. This mental clutter leads to poor decisions and wasted energy. Calm people are different. Their minds stay clear and focused. They don't panic when problems arise. They observe, understand facts, and act thoughtfully. Clarity doesn't mean problems don't affect them. It means they remain calm within the storm. Like a sailor navigating through rough seas using a compass, calm people rely on clarity to find direction. They focus on root causes, not surface-level complaints. Their minds remain clutter-free, priorities clear, and actions focused. This clarity improves decision-making, communication, and relationships. Calm people listen deeply and speak thoughtfully. This habit can be developed through practices like meditation, deep breathing, pausing before reacting, and journaling. As clarity grows, decisions become sharper, stress reduces, and energy is preserved. A calm mind is your greatest asset. Lesson 6. Confusing the opponent. Sometimes in life, people try to provoke you, drain your energy, or pull you into conflict. Most people react emotionally. Calm people don't. When someone expects anger and instead receives calmness, they become mentally unsettled. Calmness creates unpredictability. It forces the other person to overthink. This doesn't mean manipulation. It means self-control. In history, strategy, negotiations, and conflicts, calm minds always hold the advantage. Chaos leads to mistakes. Patience creates opportunity. When you stay calm, your silence and thoughtful replies put pressure on the other person. Your calm exposes their insecurity, and that's real power. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your biggest takeaway below. Stay calm, stay aware, and remember, true power is silent.